The plan is to do some work on this treefarmer skidder. It fits barely, but there's enough room to angle it. So in this clip, I'm welding a 1/2 bolt. I think it's about 1 inch long onto the frame of the skidder, and then the light will go on that, and then you can screw a nut on that bolt, and that way you have all the adjustments of the light. Okay, now I'm going to use some wire and run some wire to the front. Some technical trouble, so I did a lot of work here. I fixed, you see the blue wire I'm working on now. I changed the two rear lights on the cab on this thing. I filmed it but wasn't able to edit it because it had technical trouble. And so now I'm putting the wire for the very back light that's on the boom, the towing boom. I'm putting that wire on this light. Really it should be done differently, but I just did this because it was way quicker, and I've already spent way too much time fixing the lights on this thing. So I fixed all the lights, and then it had lights on the front, but they weren't working, so I welded 2 new mounts in a better spot. They had mounts, but they weren't in that good of a spot, so I made some new mounts and welded them in a better spot so the light is more visible and it works better. Better design, basically. Okay, so that works. I got these are old pieces of copper wire, but they're good for tying this back. Like that. These could be reusable as well because they have a soft coating on the outside. That's why I kept them, because if you wanted to, you could reuse them for stuff. But there's quite a few of them, so let's just use them here. Hey, so it's my mom's birthday today. So we're going into town in a restaurant. So, yeah. This is gonna have to get finished another time, but when we get back. But now it's pretty straightforward. I just have to put these wires together and then hook this light up to the power that goes here. This is a nice thick cable. And then the power. And I didn't really do this job properly, but this is the power to all the lights. The 3 lights back here, and then 3 lights here. So there's actually an even number of lights, because this one's in a weird place. But yeah, it'll all get put together here, and then this is the power side that goes through the switch, and then it's done, I guess. Next day here, and I always keep a nice long charging cord, and I tape the the plug so it doesn't come unplugged out of the little charging block. And this cord here is a good type of cord. The rubber ones aren't as strong. But yeah, I always keep a charging cord because filming takes a lot of juice from the battery on this iPhone 11 here. So yeah, let's finish this off and then see if I can think of other things to do on this machine. I don't think there's anything else to do to it. My uncle wants to eventually check all the fluids and all the differentials and stuff, so might do that first before we use it. But let's just finish off the lights here, and we'll have to buy a battery for this thing. That battery, none of the other batteries are any good, so we'll have to buy a new John Deere battery or something. I'm not sure yet, but yeah. So I need to use a little AC, one of those little screw caps to screw on there, because I got 3 bigger wires that you can't, so bigger connections like that, I use the little caps. I couldn't find, we have a big pack of these. I couldn't find the pack of them. I found this one, just the one, in a little container. We had a whole bunch of them. I don't know where they got to, though. It's a big packet of them. Let's see, they might be in the woodshed, because my uncle was doing a electricity job in there. He was hooking up power to that building. I made a video on that, burying the power line. But he hasn't finished putting the lights in yet. And then my plan is to put just a really small nut and bolt in there. And I think that'll work. Okay, I think those are all together. So the power is this one. This one here is the power. Goes down, that's not the best system being on a skidder. There should be like a protective tube here, but the switch is here. The switch is kind of old, but it still works. The whole thing is kind of old, but it still works. And then I welded those plates on here. I drilled the holes on both sides. I don't care if they're a little different, but I think they're, I angled them. And then this one kind of shines ahead a bit. These ones shine beside, which is really helpful. And that one, that's what it's looking at. So that light that was there, that wouldn't have done much. This one's here, and then we got 2 at the back. And then there's one down there at the very back. And yeah, and let's put some tape over that and let's see if they work. Another thing you could use is liquid tape. That would work too. It's like rubber stuff. Well, this place is a huge mess of tools, and I got the welder and the tire. But now I get to test if these lights work. Yeah. And then the power for that light over there, I just put on there. That's tight. The switch is a little bit stiff. Yeah, these ones are working. These two are working. And then I'll wait till nighttime to adjust the angle of them. Yeah, that one's working too. Everything's good. I know that's not a very good place to put a wire, but if I wanted to do that the proper way, it would have had to like drill a hole through thick steel. And yeah, but yeah, that works. I'm happy with that. And then, like I said, I'll wait till nighttime to adjust the angle so the lights are actually being used, and then you know where you want them to light up. You just switch. Sometimes get stuck. Yeah. Switch is just worn out. Make sure the switch stays working. Now they're off. The winch has an issue where it never stops turning. I think the control for that is broken or something like that. seems to run and drive really nicely. The only other things it needs are the new battery and the clamp to hold the battery down, and the side things, and the winch fixed, and the cable put on. And then you could use this thing for getting firewood again. Well, I'm sure the winch isn't too much work to fix, but no, I'd rather fix it in the shop so it won't get snowed on. Because it might be sitting a while waiting for parts or fixing a part or something. But yeah, I guess I'll kind of end this video on this skidder now. I'm sure it's a longer video. So yeah. That light in the middle works good. Those two are dimmer, but they definitely make a difference. I mean, it's all light there. Let's check out the back. And look at that. That's nice. Now you can kind of see what you're towing. So I'm glad I did that. And then those lights are good. You know, they shine. Back here, they're kind of dim, but you know, it's better than nothing. You know, that's a nicely lit up machine. That's good for, because in winter time, if we're using this for firewood, in winter time, you're more likely going to be, you know, the switch is kind of old, but in winter time it gets dark earlier, and when you're getting, you know, like you could be working all day and then you're finishing up, and then you just need lights to get the job done. That's what these lights are for. And I'm glad I put them on and did the extra hours of work to do that. And yeah, it's good. So that's what it looks like. You can't see anything now, but that's what it looks like at nighttime.